he sends home about a quarter of what he gets. Imagine how much you generate. If that $1 billion is one quarter of what the Fijian diaspora all over the world generate, how much that contribution to the economy, to your host countries are, and how much they are appreciated. We appreciate your contribution to Fiji's economy very much. We now will live. It's not been easy. Toko mai viti na numini lebu tune labu kesian. Kim singkila na kenan rendre no mendirwat. So we're very grateful. We're very, very grateful. Here in New Zealand, we believe that there are about 100,000, some with and some without passports. And I promise I won't tell the authorities here. After the Gilmet celebration, where the Great Council of Chiefs get together, there have been a lot of criticisms of the two events. Even my trip here today has been criticized. I was in Samoa last week, and I was criticized. But I went to Samoa, and I was the only prime minister there. I was very happy that we were there at head of government level. The other heads of government were busy in Korea. We had a summit in Korea, but because of the timing, I had to sacrifice the Samoan trip, the Korean trip, and go to Samoa just to be with the leaders in Samoa. As we in Fiji try and continue to consolidate unity in the Pacific. It's not only for political reasons. We in the Pacific realize how important it is for us to have a united stand to convince the world that we need to come to the table and face the challenges of climate change. That was the importance I gave to the visit to Samoa. I wanted the Pacific to be able to see that Fiji stands with them, that we stand together. We have benefited from the goodwill of our bigger and more powerful development partners, but we have to play our part. We have to tell them what we need, and we have to show that we are doing what we promised we will be doing. We have inherited a lot from a previous government. They have promised a lot, and we will have to try and keep those promises. You'll notice the first few things I did when I became Prime Minister was to go and commission some sea walls around Honolulu. Those were started by the previous government. They were assisted by our development partners. So when we keep good relationships, when Prime Ministers and Ministers go and visit, it is enhancing our relationship. Although we'll be criticized, be better spending that money on the potholes in Rewanga. I got about 100 in the weekend. About a small, not a small pothole, it has cost a few punctured tires. in front of the service station in Rewang. But when I look at the feeds and the chats and the Facebook things, none of them was addressed to the minister who should be looking after the roads. So I've been forwarding all those messages to him. I think he had a very busy week. We cannot solve everything overnight. We are slowly coming to terms with the challenges that we have inherited. We're also coming to terms with, we're also acknowledging some of the great deeds and great relationships established by our predecessor government.